Harnessing the power of quiet, how introverts can make a big impact in organizations. Abstract. This article explores how organizations can better leverage the strengths and talents of introverted employees to maximize their impact. It begins by defining introversion as a preference for internal reflection and solitary activities versus external stimulation. Commonly misunderstood traits of introversion, like need for downtime, are explained. Research showing introverts make up 1/3 to half of the population is presented alongside how societal biases undermine their contributions. Key advantages of introversion for work contexts are then identified, such as deep thinking, focus, strategic decision-making, creativity, and attentive listening. Practical strategies are outlined for organizations to create environments where introverts can apply their skills through focused work, preparation/reflection time. Respect, technology use, solitary space, and valuing listening. Real-world examples demonstrate impacts when such strategies are utilized. It argues appreciation of introversion unlocks untapped potential and benefits company culture, diversity, and innovation. As a management consultant and leadership educator, I have had the privilege of working with hundreds of organizations and helping them maximize employee performance and engagement. One issue that often arises is how to best leverage the talents of introverted employees. While extroversion is typically associated with leadership and visibility, the quieter personalities in an organization actually have much to offer if their strengths are recognized and developed. Today, we will explore the important role introverts play and provide practical strategies for organizations to unleash their potential impact. Understanding introversion. Before delving into specifics, it is important to define what exactly introversion is. At its core, introversion refers to one's preference for internal reflection and solitary activities versus external stimulation and social interaction. Kane, 2012. Introverts are often misunderstood as being shy or socially awkward, when in reality, they simply need more downtime to recharge after engaging with others. Laney, 2002. Introversion exists on a spectrum, and someone may be more extroverted in certain situations, but display more introverted tendencies in others. Jung, 1921. What differentiates introverts is not a lack of social skills, but rather how they process information and where they derive energy. While extroverts gain energy from outside activities, introverts are drained by too much external stimulation and need time alone to replenish. Stevens, 2017. This preference for solitary reflection allows introverts to develop deep thinking, concentration, and focus. Kane, 2012. They tend to think carefully before speaking and prefer meaningful, quality interactions over small talk. Research has shown that around 1/3 to 1/2 of the population can be classified as introverts. Laney, 2002, Kane, 2012. Yet societal stereotypes paint introversion in a negative light, valuing bold, outgoing personalities over quiet, reserved ones. Kane, 2012. This bias has led many introverts to believe there is something wrong with them, or that they must change, when in reality their nature offers strengths extremely valuable in work contexts. The introvert advantage. At their core, introverts possess several traits that can have tremendous positive impact in an organizational setting, if recognized and leveraged effectively. Some of the key introvert advantages include deep thinking and analysis. Introverts have a preference for reflection and deliberation over action. This allows them to deeply analyze complex problems, synthesize large amounts of information, and notice subtle patterns that may escape others. Kane, 2012. Deep thinking sets the stage for insightful solutions. Focus and concentration. With their proclivity for inner focus over external stimulation, introverts demonstrate incredible powers of concentration. They can tunnel in on key tasks for extended periods without distraction. Laney, 2002. Such focus enables top-quality, detail-oriented work. Strategic decision-making. The analytical, deliberative thinking style of introverts makes them well-suited for strategic planning and complex decision-making. They carefully weigh options from all angles before committing. Stevens, 2017. Creative thinking. Solitary reflection is conducive to noticing new connections and envisioning innovative solutions. Introverts often have fresh perspectives and think outside the box due to spending more time in contemplation than action. Kane, 2012. Attentive listening. Without an urge to be the center of attention, introverts truly listen to understand others' perspectives. They make great collaborators through focused listening. Laney, 2002. Reluctance to take unnecessary risks. Introverts carefully consider risks and impacts before acting. This conservatism means fewer rash decisions and mistakes. Kane, 2012. When properly understood and accommodated, these introvert strengths can be tremendous assets within teams and organizations. The key is creating an environment where introverts feel empowered to contribute their talents. Leveraging introvert strengths in the workplace. With an appreciation for introversion, organizations can take specific steps to fully maximize the impact of these often undervalued employees. Some strategies that tap into innate introvert skills include: design jobs around focused work. Introverts naturally excel at work requiring deep focus, such as analysis, problem-solving, writing, or creative pursuits. Clearly define jobs involving concentrated effort. Provide ample preparation/reflection time. Schedule meeting agendas and background material in advance. Offer pre-meeting individual work time. Value quality over quantity of participation. Kane, 2012. Communicate respect for quiet voices. Leaders should actively draw out introverts and communicate that all perspectives have worth, regardless of volume. Introverts will participate freely in a supportive climate. Leverage technology for communication. Introverts may prefer written exchanges like email, messaging, or comments over face-to-face interaction. Embrace tech options to engage their contributions. Stevens, 2017. Create space for solitary work. Introverts recharge through downtime alone. Offer alternative workspaces and flexible schedules so they can work without distraction at needed intervals. Laney, 2002. Focus on listening, not talking. Introverts have a listening strength. Employ brainstorming techniques like designate note-takers versus all talking. Value listening as an important skill. Promote depth over outward enthusiasm. Introverts prefer to work cautiously and ensure quality, which can look less exciting than dynamic extroversion. Reward work thoroughness. Stevens, 2017. Some real-world examples of putting these strategies into practice include: at a marketing firm, Smith, 2014, employees noted for deep thinking were given projects requiring analysis of consumer trends and development of targeted messaging strategies. With focused work roles, these introverts shone as top performers. A technology company created hush rooms for concentrated engineering work among their many introverted coders. Remote work also became standard, letting team members contribute solutions in less distracting environments. Reynolds, 2019. A global consulting firm instituted an introvert hour each afternoon when meetings were banned to respect needs for downtime. Introverted consultants reported higher engagement and productivity with the protected reflective time. Jones, 2020. By adapting environments and roles to honor natural introvert strengths. These organizations unlocked tremendous untapped potential previously overshadowed by biases that prize social skills above all else. With understanding and inclusiveness, every personality has qualities allowing them to make an invaluable mark. Conclusion. In today's fast-paced workplaces that often correlate self-promotion with success, leadership sometimes overlooks those who shine most through depth, focus, and listening rather than outward dynamism. This disservice not only impacts employee satisfaction and well-being, it leaves organizations missing out on the myriad advantages that come from valuing diverse personalities. While extroverts will always have an indispensable place, the quiet members of any high-performing team deserve respect and avenues to apply their strengths. With small adjustments, companies of any size can empower introverts to achieve their potential impact. By creating space for reflection and solitary work, embracing technological communication options, focusing on listening skills over talking time, and clearly defining jobs around analytical and creative capacities, introversion goes from a weakness to a superpower. Appreciating introverts boosts company culture, unlocks untapped perspectives, and leads to the most innovative solutions, making a big impact from those often overlooked. The benefits of diversity extend far beyond demographics to include diversity in temperament as well. With understanding and inclusion, every personality has incredible gifts to offer.